Hi, I'm Mari, and this is my highlighter, bronzer, contour, declutter video. I will not have as many in this category because it is my least favorite. Contour is my least favorite, and then bronzer, and then highlighter. But of course I am going to be decluttering, and then I will list things on my Mercari. So if you're interested in anything that you see, I will link it, and I hope to have it posted today. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna start out with, this is the Makeup by Mario sculpting stick in the shade light medium. And then right next to it, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch, where did it go? This is my favorite one, the Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in the shade Chocolate Mousse. You can see it's a lot darker. This one blends out nicely, but the Too Faced one blends out even more smoothly. So I'm gonna hang on to this one, and I'm going to list the Mario one on my Mercari. It is a mini, so of course I'm gonna give it a mini price as well. Okay, then I have 3 Rare Beauty, what are they called? Liquid contours, and I have the shade Gentle, and this is Solace, and then I have Mellow. Mellow looks more like a bronzer in my opinion. I like Gentle because I feel like it's a good like bronzer. You can use it kind of as a bronzer and contour because there's like a little hint of warmth to it. But you can see Solace is the most contoury shade, I guess. They are all really beautiful, but I just don't use these very often. So I'm just gonna hang on to my favorite one, which is Gentle. And then Mellow and Solace I will be listing on my Mercari. Then I have, oh, that's all I have for liquid bronzer and contour. Actually, I have one more, but this is a cream, LA Girl Bouncy Bronzer. And it is super creamy. You can see it blends out really nicely. So I don't know, I kind of want to keep it maybe like for a video, dupe video or drugstore video, because it's actually a really good formula, especially for the price. But yeah. Then I have some powder bronzers. This is my favorite one, so I am not getting rid of it. It's Bobbi Brown in the shade Golden Light. It's extremely natural and soft, which I love. Then I have the Glowish by Huda Beauty in the shade Medium. I love the marbling in it. It's very pretty. Then I have the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow Little Baby Duo. I'm not going to hang on to it because I don't use it enough. You can see it's quite warm, but it is really beautiful. But just because of the size, my brush doesn't fit in there very nicely. Then I thought I'd keep it as an eyeshadow duo, but I just have so much eyeshadow, of course, as you've seen, so I'm gonna part with that. Then I have the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and it is very warm as well. Very pretty formula though. And it's very soft, so you can see there. I think I might hang on to that for like a dupes video, or you know, drugstore compared to high-end sort of video. And that is the end of my bronzers. As you can see, I had very little. Next, I'm going to show you my highlighters. So I have 2 Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls. This one is in the shade Translucent Pearl. And then here I have the shade Beige Pearl. You can see beige is quite a bit darker than the translucent one. They're gorgeous, by the way. I think I might hang on to just the translucent one. This one's a bit dark for me, and then I'm gonna save this one for like, oh, it was this one. For, like I said, a dupes or drugstore kind of comparison video, because that is just stunning. It reminds me of high-end highlighter right there. So I'm gonna keep that. And I'm gonna part with, what is that one? Beige Pearl. Then I have Essence Pure Nude in the shade Be My Highlight. That one's actually really gorgeous too. It's very subtle, so a lot of people like this one for a more natural kind of glow. Yeah, that's stunning. I'm gonna hang on to that too. Then I have Kokie Soft Glow Highlighter in the shade Heavenly, and it's a very bouncy texture. I have had this for years. It's like my go-to inner corner highlight shade, but because I've had it so long and I have so much in my collection, I'm gonna go ahead and toss that. I don't want to put that on my eyes anymore since I'm sure it is expired. And then my last two drugstore highlighters are from Moira. I have Foxy Pink and Reckless Love. They are a duochromes. They're very intense. They would make great eye shades, but I am going to part with these. I might give them to my friend's daughter. The next two I have here are from Nabla, and they're the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powders. This is in the shade Privilege. And then, oof, that's gorgeous. And this is in the shade Ozone. Those are gorgeous. But I'm going to part with them because I already have quite a bit that I like more, even though there's completely nothing wrong with them, of course. Oh, I forgot. I had more bronzers. Sorry about that. I have Dune and Mojave Bronze Multi-Sticks. They are gorgeous, but I just don't go through these often enough to want to keep them, so I'm going to post those on my Mercari. You can see one's more bronzy and one looks more cool, so like could be a contour for somebody. Love this formula, by the way. Their blush sticks are incredible. Same formula. And I like to keep the little cap on to keep them fresh. Then I have, this is one of my favorites, the Victoria Beckham Reflect Highlighter Stick in the shade Pearl. It gives you this gorgeous wet effect. I'm going to keep that, or actually I'm going to list it because I have two of them, and it's going to take me long to go through just one of them. I lost the original one and then I found it after I ordered another one because I just didn't want to be without it. So I'm going to sell that one. I have What's Up Beauty Serengeti Highlighter. This packaging and the design inside are just so beautiful. And you can see they're like shifty shades. You could use them separate or blend them together is what I usually do. But very, very gorgeous. I'm going to keep that. And then I have, let's do my Rare Beauty ones next. I have the shade Mesmerize and Exhilarate. These are also really pretty. So Mesmerize is this more pinky one. And then Exhilarate is like a champagne. They're just, oof, So beautiful. Keeping those for sure. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt and What a Brat. And this does have little bits of glitter, but I am not scared of glitter. I love glitter. It's beautiful. I like to wear it with certain makeup looks. Oh, I forgot I had one more. Drugstore. It's the LA Girl Glow NB Bouncy Highlighter, and it is a really nice formula. You can see the bits of shimmer in there, and for drugstore, it is incredible. It is incredible. I'm gonna save that for a drugstore video. All right, and then I have this Bobbi Brown and Pac-Man highlighter in the shade Afternoon Glow, and I absolutely love this highlighter. It is stunning, so gorgeous, and I freaking adore the packaging. Next, I have House Labs in Bio Radiant Gel Peach Quartz. Very pretty as well. I have Pat McGrath in Nude Opal, and I love the design in here, and the shade is to die for. So beautiful. Love that as well. And then this is one of my favorites. Actually, I have the Give highlighter, and it's in the shade Homegrown Glow. Very pretty, and it has a nice scent to it, which I love. And then I have the Dior Backstage palette in Universal. I want to keep these on my hand actually to swatch next to, but I might wipe a little bit off actually, because I kind of just want to compare my other ones to this. So this shade, oh, you can't see it, sorry. This shade is my favorite in this palette. The brown one's too dark for my face, but I love it on the eyes. Very, very pretty. Always love this one. And I love that it has 4 options and 3 of them work for me. So I'm definitely keeping that. This liquid highlight in the it's Iconic London in the shade Champagne Chic. This is like extremely metallic. Like you need the tiniest bit, and it just looks so pretty on the skin. I love that. I'm keeping it for sure. And then I have the Florence by Mills in the shade Self Love. This is super pretty too. You can see it's gorgeous glow. I think I'm gonna give it to my friend's daughter though, because it's I don't know, it's so creamy that it kind of, if you're not careful, can mess with your makeup. And my friend's daughter doesn't wear any kind of foundation, so it'll just look beautiful on her skin. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give that to her. And last I have this Melt, it's liquid highlight in the shade Stargazer, and this is stunning. I think I'm gonna hang on to it for like an all over kind of body shimmer because it's gorgeous. And look at this lifetime supply. That is the end of my video, so check out my Mercari if you see anything that you like, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.